Ladies and gentlemen, this is the real Slim Shady. Know me as the man who does not pull a punch. I love boxing, and when I'm watching boxing, I always check in first with Fight Net Radio.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche, Miguel Antonio Barragan. Please join us on our social media sites and our website as well. Go to boxingtonight.io. You can follow us on Facebook at Fight Net Radio. You don't need the dots in between the letters anymore. Lee fixed it. We're also on Twitter, multiples on Instagram, and more importantly, check out our YouTube channel. If you listen to the audio, go check out the video. If you watch video pieces, go check out the entire show, which is shot just like this, not cut up. And you can see all the behind the scenes stuff that the audio people get, or audio people, you can watch the video, whatever the case may be. And as always, as Miguel would like me to point out for his BFFs, smash, like, subscribe. Gilberto Ramirez is assessing his life after watching the fight last night. No. Gilberto Ramirez loss to Bivol has been difficult to accept. I'll come back stronger. I'm going to tell you why I picked this story. It's the first time he talked and he had actual comments. It just wasn't my night. Congratulations to the champ. The results has been difficult to accept, but I promise to come back stronger and better from the bottom of my heart. I sincerely appreciate all the love and support throughout this journey. Okay, cool. Nice little statement. How has he not left Oscar after this fight? Like, Oscar served this dude up in the hopes that he would beat Bivol so that he could get a Canelo. And anybody who thinks differently is smoking crack. Okay, he literally served up his biggest prospect into a buzzsaw with Bivol. You guys were, Andrew, you were behind the fight. We all thought it would be. He's not at this level. And I would hope that Oscar and his team, come on. I mean, he is not at this level, Andrew. He's not the champion. Yeah.
Well, he's not. And so you would think Oscar would drop him. Look, Oscar didn't do anything wrong in the Bivol matchup. He gave his fighter the biggest platform the division had to offer. All he had to do was go out there and win. That's it. You got the fight. Your promoter sets you up. You're in the biggest moment of your life. Go perform. He didn't perform. He doesn't throw enough punches. He didn't go for it at the end. Like, there was a lot that Ramirez left in that ring that night. So, I mean, if I'm Oscar, I think I'm looking at what I'm paying him to see if he's ever going to be able to beat Bivol. I didn't see it that night. The fact that we waited so long for him to actually get this shot, as a fan, I don't know if I'm going to wait again. I mean, they better get him in the ring really fast with another top 10 guy. Send him to the PBC. I mean, if you really want him to leave Oscar, he's already left Top Rank. He only has DAZN or he's fighting for DAZN right now. I mean, he can go to Eddie Hearn and fight for the exact same company he's doing for right now, or he goes over to the PBC, which to me is pointless. Those guys don't even fight each other. So, no, I mean, I don't think Oscar did anything wrong. It was Ramirez who blew that night. He's the one that needs to look at where he's at in his career. Now, De La Hoya got him to fight.
Would you agree with me that he is not elite?
Yes, that night he did not look elite. Like I said, but it was a real, maybe it's just Bivol. Maybe Bivol's that good, but Ramirez did not look like the Ramirez of old. I mean, I used to call this guy like the Antonio Margarito of the super middleweight division. He threw 1,000 punches. He came forward. He had a lot of weapons, and he just didn't show it that night. Now, he might have been nervous to let go of his hands because of what was coming back at him from Bivol. That's something only he knows, but he did not show up. And as of right now, the two top light heavyweights in the world, Beterbiev and Bivol, it's hard seeing him get a victory to any of those guys.
Miguel.
The fact that we were basically like riding his, the hype train so much because of what he's shown previously. Granted, against different opponents, not against somebody like Bivol. But when you see how bad of a performance that was against Bivol, it makes you question. It makes things a little a little suspect. He had several occasions where he was so close to Bivol and he looked so gun shy. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Let go of your hands. Bivol was doing a excellent job of keeping him at bay, landing whatever combinations he needed to land, and then not stay in the pocket long enough for Ramirez to counter and throw back. So all credit to Bivol, but it looked a little suspect. It legitimately did. I was like, man, what the fuck? Because I mean, we were so high on Ramirez, and it just didn't show up. Was it the occasion? Was it legit? Was it not legit? It made me question that shit. I was like, wait a second. And then you have to take a look at the sport. I don't think any De La Hoya. I mean, really, De La Hoya did this motherfucker a humongous favor. He did help him out, and he got his record to whatever the fuck it was, because I think I don't know how many fights he had under the De La Hoya banner, but point is, he got a few more fights into him, got him on DAZN, and then got him on this fight with Bivol, which, had he won, had something happened, we could have had a crazy Mexican showdown at 175 if Canelo moves back up, right? But now, what we're going to do, we're going to have most likely a rematch between Bivol and Canelo down the line. So, that stays intact. But it makes you question it, because we were higher on this dude. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, Andrew's
You
calling
two
him the
were high
Margarito.
on this dude.
Well, yeah, I was. But again, we're calling him the Margarito of light heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? It's like the dude takes punches, he keeps on coming, he adds pressure, puts a lot of pressure, and he looks the complete opposite in this fight. It's like, what the fuck? What happened? Like this, he didn't show up. Something seems a little sus. But nonetheless, I mean, even this, the fact that he's now like saying this, he's like, oh, it was difficult to accept. Like, dude. It seems a little suspect, is what I'm trying to say, and he's not even a little bit
like he wants
pissed.
to go back to the like he wants to go back to the amateurs or something. Give him some of those B-rated guys again.
Yeah, and I was just like I hear there's no anger, there's no like, God, sometimes if you go into a performance and you don't perform to the level that you can, you're kind of upset with yourself, right? You're a little pissed off. You're like, God damn it, I should have done this, should have done that. There's no anger out of him. There's none of that. It's like he just seems so docile and tranquil, and it's like, okay, yeah, oh, he beat me, okay, I'm totally, I'm okay with that. Hey, my pockets were lined up. So it's just like, it irks me to when I hear this kind of stuff. Like, he's not upset at the fight. It's like, or upset at himself for not putting on a better performance. None of that. He just seems okay with it. It's like, all right, well, life goes on. Now time to fight some other B-level guys. It's like, okay, it seems a little sus. But nonetheless, he didn't show up. Bivol did. It ain't Bivol's fault. This motherfucker came to do his thing, and he puts himself in line to potentially rematch Canelo down the line, and unify the division with better BF if he gets past Yard or Yardy. Well, I should say when he does. But anyway, this pissed me off. This was like it was twisting the knife watching this motherfucker in that ring with Bivol.